What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the most common scams and hacks that happen in crypto. I don't see a lot of awareness on this topic, so I decided to just kind of put together a quick pitch deck on this. So yeah, let's get into it. If you do know someone who's new to crypto, please send them this information or the link to the deck because it's super helpful. Basically, the first thing you need to know is what you're protecting and what hackers are going after. So if you're a crypto investor, chances are that you're either setting up an account on an exchange like a Coinbase or a Binance, whatever website, or secondly, you're setting up your own wallet. So that would be like a Trezor, a MetaMask, any of those kind of things. With your own wallet, you are basically protecting your private keys, also known as a mnemonic phrase. So in the second picture here, that's what it looks like. It's a set of random words, and sometimes they're 14, sometimes they're 12 words, sometimes they're 24 words. Depends on the wallet you have. But basically, this is kind of like the digits on your credit card, right? So if anyone has access to these private keys or mnemonic phrase, they can access all of your funds. So it's very important that you do not give these away and protect them at all costs. So if a wallet gives you access to the private keys, it's called a non-custodial, and if it doesn't, then it's called custodial. Now, additionally, you are also protecting your wallet's signature. Now, websites will sometimes attempt to get you to connect to their platform and get you to sign a faulty transaction. And then once you sign it, your wallet gets completely drained. It gets wiped completely instantly, actually, and all your funds are gone. So this is actually what happened to me. And I've been in crypto for like 5 years. So it can happen to anyone. These scams are getting really good. 43% of new users quit crypto after experiencing a hack. So let's get into the methods that they use so that you can avoid rage quitting. All right, so the first thing is phishing attacks. So this is basically when hackers try to create deceptive emails or websites to try to seem legit. And they try to convince you to input your sensitive data, your password, your private keys, whatever it may be, your wallet signature, like what happened to me. This is the most common one. And this is an example that I get in my email all the time. This is a fake NFT email sale. So a couple ways you can tell that this is fake is number one, you can tell just by the font on this email. This is not legit. They use like an Arial font, which is like the dumbest, lowest effort thing you could do. But some people fall for it. And the second way you can tell is very obviously the email domain here. So as you can see, we're getting an email from OpenSea support. So it's clearly not from OpenSea support. That's one of the most obvious ways you can tell. So immediately just wipe it to junk. But I like to check my junk mail now and then again, so I can see what kind of new scams are happening just to keep updated. Another example is a fake airdrop. Now this actually happened to me. And this is where I got an email claiming to be from the Nansen company, which I actually do have an account with. So that's why I fell for it. They emailed me, and I did check the email, but I thought it was legit because I actually had an account with Nansen. And yeah, I fell for it. It said network for good. I thought it was kind of legit, and I fell for it. I signed the contract, and just like this picture shows, I confirmed the transaction, and then boom, all my crypto was gone off my wallet. So if it can happen to me, it can happen to you guys. The second one is social engineering. Now, this is probably the most common one that you'll see on YouTube and TikTok and basically any comment section. But this is when people will, make fake accounts. They'll pretend to be customer service on social media, and they'll just try to pretend to help you out. So this is an example here. This is from Telegram. So I just messaged in a Telegram group that I'm in, hey, can anyone help me buy this token? And then immediately after I sent that, I get a fake person messaging me saying that they're the group administrator and that they can help me. And then they ask me to join this link. So that's one super common way, is just over Telegram. The second one is actually like over social media. So like TikTok accounts is really common. So these are all a bunch of like impersonation accounts of me. A really easy way you can tell is just by looking at the spelling of the username. So obviously there's only one way that I can spell my username, and it's the first one, right? So always check the spelling of the username. I'll never ask for your money. I'll never offer to invest your money and manage your finances. I'll never flip the money for you. Like, it's just common sense stuff. Nobody can recover your wallet or private keys, that kind of stuff. This is another example. This is really common on TikTok, on my TikTok comment section, and the YouTube. So this is like WhatsApp bots. Basically, they try to get you off the platform, so like off of TikTok or off of YouTube, and they try to get you to like message someone. So you can tell they just use a really disgusting font here, but they just want you to message this person's number if you need advice and insight. So they go after like seniors or people who are just really easy to scam on YouTube, don't know anything. Common sense, just don't fall for it. This is actually a really good resource as well. If you are not sure if something is a scam or not, you can post it under this subreddit called Crypto Scams. It's really good. So I see people posting there quite often of things that look legit, but they're actually not. So it's a good resource to stay up to date and see like what kind of new scams people are falling for and how advanced it gets. Another example is social giveaways. This one's kind of obvious, but like don't fall for this kind of stuff, like a free crypto giveaway or like Ethereum CEO.live, 50,000 ETH giveaway. None of that stuff is ever legit. Nothing is ever free. Now this is actually a little more advanced and a lot more scarier. This is malware and keyloggers. So this is basically a type of virus that gets hackers to view the keystrokes on your keyboard, and they can actually copy and find out what your passwords are. Now, one way that I've seen of this happening is a fake NFT investor. So I had a friend who actually makes NFTs, and he got this email from someone claiming to be, an assistant to some big CEO billionaire person that wants to invest in NFTs, but wants like a commissioned one, so like a special piece of artwork. And then he tries to get the artist to sign NDA documents and like contracts. So he sends them a Google Drive link and tries to get them to download, a bunch of stuff from like Google Drive. That's a zip file, and then you install it, and you got to unzip it, and then ends up being a virus in there. So just be careful. Don't download stuff. Download's pretty hard though. This is another one. This is a fake wallet app. So this is pretty easy. Developers will just get your private keys, uh, get you to make a wallet, get you to deposit money in there, and then they have a backdoor access to your crypto private keys. A very famous example of this was actually on the Microsoft Store with Ledger Live, which, by the way, don't ever use Ledger products. Like, their wallets are pretty crappy in terms of security. But basically, yeah, a Ledger Live app was allowed in the Microsoft App Store from official dev. It had 1 rating, and if you read the description, it's pretty legit looking. But again, these are more rare to happen because they have to be approved by the marketplace that they're on. So this is more Microsoft's fault. But anyways, this was a scam. Again, just a crypto fake wallet. They tend to be made by like, weird developer names with no ratings. So to avoid this, just stick to the official links on a product's website. The next one is actually unsecure Wi-Fi networks. This is probably more common than people would think. But people who are network savvy, they can set up fake Wi-Fi networks and get you to do all your private banking on there, your crypto stuff on there, and they can again have a backdoor access to seeing what you're doing. So be very careful about that. Now, overall, let's go review some security practices. All right, so just some basic crypto security practices. Number one, you want to make sure you're using strong passwords. Try to use different passwords for every account if you can. Secondly, make sure you're using a 2FA app. So this is just an added additional security layer. You can get this on any app store on your phone. Also, just make sure you're not falling for phishing scam attempts on emails. Don't fall for any free airdrops or free money claims. Make sure you keep your software updated. And anytime you do backups of your private keys, make sure it's on paper. Don't take a screenshot. Don't write it down in your digital notes. Have it on physical paper. Paper is the only thing you can trust. And then write backups of that same piece of paper. So in case your house burns down or you lose the paper or you can't read your writing, have different backups and leave them with people you trust so that you can have access to it if anything happens. And lastly, just stay updated. So just keep up with crypto news. There's always a new scam or a new phishing hack that comes out. So yeah, just stay updated, stay with the news. And if you guys want this entire presentation PDF thing, you can find it on my website if you just sign up for the newsletter. So go to cryptocomix.ca, subscribe to my newsletter, and you'll get access to the pitch deck. After you've put in your email, you get an email with the pitch deck download. So completely free. And yeah, if you guys found this helpful, give it a thumbs up. Please share this with anyone that you think would need this if they're just a beginner in crypto, because there's so many ways you can get scammed or hacked. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Peace.